Dober večer z komentatorskega mesta na stadionu v Športnem parku v nevihtnih Domžalah. Prijateljice in prijatelji nogometa, dobrodošli v družbo prve lige Telemach. Nedeljski spored drugega kroga 35. sezone slovenskega državnega prvenstva prinaša srečanje nekdanjih prvakov ob Kamniški Bistrici. Dvakratni slovenski prvak, nogometni klub Domžale, gosti rekordnega prvaka, nogometni klub Maribor. Oba sta prejšnji konec tedna sezono odprla s porazoma. Domžalčani so gostovali v Ajdovščini in bili proti Primorju zelo blizu osvojeni točki, ki pa jim je iz rok spolzela le kakšno minuto pred koncem tekme. Mariborčani so prvenstvo odprli v domačem Ljudskem vrtu štajerskim derbijem proti Celjanom, ki so slavili po preobratu. Tete je takoj na desni strani najdel Čipambo, udarec razdalje Čipamba, toda brez uspeha. Krančič. Dvojna kombinacija s Kambičem, lepo so odigrali rumeni, pa zdaj Perc, nevarno je tu lahko in gol! Gol za Domžale, dosegel ga je Marcel Lorber, ne veseli se seveda preveč, kajti Maribor je njegov bivši klub, so pa Domžalčani v 19. minuti prišli do vodstva. Kot radi rečemo, no ja. Na ogled posnetka gre očitno ne. Gol je kar razveljavljen. Offside, vendarle prepovedan položaj 21. minuti, torej ostaja torej nič proti nič. Nejc Viher, Čipamba. Čipamba v preigravanje, zdaj priložnost za Bambaja. Sikošek s predložkom, Tete ima priložnost, pa potem gol. Žiga Repas je zadev, Maribor vodi v 38. minuti z 1-0. Najprej Benjamin Tete, Žiga Repas pa je na to dosegel prvi zadetek v tej sezoni. V 38. minuti torej vodstvo gostov. Za Žigo Repasa je današnja tekma 97. v slovenski prvi ligi, dosegel pa je jubilejni 10. gol v tem tekmovanju, 5. v dresu Maribora. Kar lepa karijera je uspela Vučkiću. Žal je bila precej prepredena tudi s poškodbami, zdaj znova Vučkić, Vučkić preigrava, Haris Vučkić in gol! 1-1 v 42. minuti. Haris Vučkić nadaljuje tam, ker je končal v dodatnih kvalifikacijah. 2 gola je dosegel proti kranjskemu Triglavu. Bil ključna figura pri obstanku Domžal, no danes pa je zadev za izenačenje proti Mariboru. Odlična individualna akcija domačega kapetana Harisa Vučkića. Poglejmo še enkrat. Burić je odložil žogo, potem pa Vučkić v preigravanje mimo Gučka in mimo Mbonda. V slovenski prvi ligi težave je imel Lorber in zdaj podaja proti Teteju in padec v kazenskem prostoru. 11 metrovka za Maribor po prekršku Roka Vodiška je Alen Bubek pokazal na belo piko. Poglejmo Angleža, kako bo izvedel ta kazenski udarec. Odžo mirno za 2-1 vodstvo Maribora v Domžalah. Šeji Odžo torej z 11 metrovke. Njegov drugi gol v slovenski prvi ligi. Prvi jasno v tej sezoni. Drugo vodstvo Mariborčanov torej na tem srečanju v napačno smer. je krenil Rok Vodišek, ki zdaj zmajuje z glavo, takole pa je zelo mirno 11 metrov, ko je izvedel nekdani član Liverpoola, pa potem Dovžan Karahodžić in obramba Ažbeta Juga. Zdaj ste videli, kako je čofnil Ažbe Jug v lužo, kot bi se vrgel v bazen. Spet Odžo. Še vedno Odžo ohranja posest, Španring s predložkom, Tete skače, Viher lahko pride do udarca. Odžo, odbila se je žoga mimo vrat, kot bo za Maribor. Poraz Domžal sicer doma proti Radomljam 14. aprila, zdaj težave, vendarle pa odbija Vučkić. Perc je bil hiter, toda spretnejši Bamba, Bumbić še z eno visoko podajo. Tete poskuša brez zadetka, blokiran strel Ganca, toda ni še konec nevarnosti za Domžale. Poskuša Španring, brez kota tokrat. Dovžan Karahodžić, krasna poteza. Hrvatin je to, dober udarec Reneja Hrvatina, toda tudi to je šlo previsoko. Lorber s predložkom na oddaljeno vratnico, tam je do strela sicer prišel Milić.
Emilio, Miljan, your first home match ended in a defeat. That must be even more frustrating given the fact that your opening goal was disallowed. What is your overall impression of the game?
It's difficult at this moment to leave the feelings aside, but I will say I need to review the game, that we deserve more in this game. I'm sure that we had many good moments. We have to continue. As I said before, we have to continue. We are going into the right direction. You could see today we were competing with a big opponent, and for me it was even game. So that's telling us that we are doing good things at this moment. It's the second week for the full staff here, I will say. So yeah, we have to continue.
As you mentioned yourself, you had moments of dominance. You were pressing the opponent very high, but it just seemed like Maribor had individual quality that ultimately made the difference. Would you agree with that assessment?
Yes. At the end of the day, players make the difference in games like this, and it was even game. Yeah, but we know that. We knew that before coming to the game, and we believe in our guys, and we believe that every day we can improve, and we are going to achieve good things. And I'm so proud of the staff, of the players. Everybody gave everything today.
Thank you very much and good luck in your next round.
Thank you.
Mr. Tari Vermiš, congratulations on your first win as the head coach of Maribor. It wasn't an easy match, but I'm sure it's a relief to earn the first 3 points in the new season. What would be your initial assessment of the game?
Yes, today it was very important to win. I am very happy for the boys that they give every day their 100%, and today the players were very concentrated after all playing a very important game away in the Europe. It was not so easy. Immediately be fresh with the bodies and also mentally, but my players were very concentrated before the game. We are happy for the 3 points, and we want to thank to all the fans that come here today. They support us again in an away game. I would like to say thank you to all of our fans also for this victory. Then the game, as a comment to the game, we have started the game very well. First 10 minutes was everything under control and going well. Then Domžale is a good team, is a young team, dynamic team with lots of technical players. They show their dynamic actions and beat our pressure, which could be one time. But after this, maybe, we drop back a little much and we gave them too much courage. I think it should not be happen because we could maybe mistaken 1-2 pressures, but then the rest we should continue to play like we have started. Maybe some episodes push us down and push them up, which we will solve it in the following. What I liked a lot, second half, our team reaction. We started the game well, and after also 2-1, our team kept control, ball possession, many moments, and it was a good. Maybe sometimes we give them the possession and we were low, but I don't remember any single goal scoring option chances from opponents.
Before the game, we spoke about Mbina and how his development is becoming crucial for your team. Unfortunately, he had to leave the game due to an injury. I believe there were some reports he had a broken cheekbone. Do you know how serious the injury is so far?
I know the same. We are suspicious about this tema, that it can be a broken cheekbone. I hope no. Now it is making a scan, and I think tonight late or tomorrow morning we will have a very clear picture. We hope that he becomes healthy and turns back with the team as soon as possible.
All the best to him, of course. Tete came on his place and certainly made an impact. He assisted the first goal and he also won the penalty. Does this confirm how important he could be for this team this season?
I think all the players can be very important. We have talked before the game about Emina. He's an important player. Tete important. Not maybe telling all individuals Tete today come inside. Maybe he was not also physically in his top moment, but he played 90 minutes in a top tempo, high intensity. He was in both goal scoring chances involved totally, and he made his game. He will be also better day by day. He's very, very important figure for us on the pitch and also out of the pitch, Tete, with his qualities, with the football qualities, but also human qualities. Very, very important leader player for our team.
My last question, you made two changes at halftime. One was Komaromi, who seemed off form, and the other was Repas, who actually scored the first goal. Were these two substitutions made due to tactical reasons, or was there something else?
I made three changes in halftime. I made Komaromi, Sikošek and Giga Repas. So it was three changes. No, actually, because I had lost my one change in the 5th minute of the game. This was one reason why I thought to make some changes in the halftime. And Giga Repas also has... had an injury. The reason that Giga was out was because of injury, because he was actually doing a very good game. I think also Komaromi and Sikošek had also a good game, but it was my technical choice. Maybe trying the second half with Bumbic and Ojo, but also Sikošek and Koma in the first half they had a good commitment and they had an I think okay game.
Thank you very much, coach, and good luck in Europe.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Marcelo Lorber, poraz proti Mariboru na uvodni domači tekmi nove sezone, morda še toliko težji za vas, kajti igrali ste proti svojemu bivšemu klubu, za nameček pa je bil še razveljavljen vaš zadetek. Kakšen bi bil uvodni vtis?
Sigurno je bilo super, če bi zadev, če bi zmagali. Mislim, da bi to potrdilo našo dobro igro. Ampak jaz sem vseeno zadovoljen, ekipa je dala svoj maksimum. In ne glede na to, ali je Maribor moj bivši klub ali ne, jaz vem, da Maribor mislim, da nogomet vrača in če bomo tako nadaljevali, nam bo nogomet vrnil tudi s točkami.
Lahko bi rekli, da ste se zelo dobro upirali Mariborčanom, dominirali na trenutke, če pa se dotaknemo prejetih golov, oba ste praktično prejeli iz lastne izgradnje napada, pri prvemu je to vodilo v neposredni protinapad in zadetek, pri drugemu do 11 metrovke. Pogosto nogometaši v takih primerih radi rečete, da ste si kar sami zabili gol.
Pa ja, sploh tudi igrišče je bilo zelo težko. Težko je bilo obvladovati žogo in te napake so del nogometa. Vsako tekmo se bomo naučili nekaj novega, naučili se bomo nekaj iz teh napak in jaz verjamem, da bomo s tekmo boljši, kajti v bistvu to je šele začetek, kako mi sedaj tudi poskušamo igrati od zadaj in jaz verjamem, da bomo skozi tekme tudi minimalizirali te napake.
Marcel, hvala in srečno v nadaljevanju. Ojo, congratulations for the win and for the goal that you scored. What is your initial impression of the game?
Yeah, thank you. I think we started the game pretty well. We should have scored early, to be honest, but unfortunately we didn't get the goal. And then obviously they start to build confidence. They had a few chances themselves, and then it was like a 50-50 game. At the end of the day, we're Maribor, and we want to win the league. We need to be coming to these sort of places and winning the game. So we changed the mentality second half. We upped the level a little bit, and happy to get the 3 points.
The fans here in Slovenia, especially in Maribor, they're used to seeing you play as a left back, but today you were subbed in. You played on the left winger position, which is more of your primary position. Yeah. How did it feel? How do you feel playing in those two positions?
Yeah, I mean, last season, obviously, like you said, I played as a left back, which was new to me, to be honest. But I tried my best to help the team, and I've always said whatever position I play, I'll try my best to help the team. Obviously, playing in attack is my natural position. And Yeah, I don't really want to talk too much. I just want to show everyone what I'm capable of doing. And yeah, like you said, it's a good start. Happy to get a goal and help the team, and yeah, hungry for more.
There won't be much time to rest as you already have to face the return leg of the Conference League qualifiers against Paxi, and you'll be chasing a 1-goal deficit, but this time you'll have your home support.
Yeah, it's a massive game. Maribor deserves to play in Europe, and yeah, we have the opportunity to do that on Thursday. You know, like you said, we're losing the game at the moment, so we need to come fighting 100%. We're playing in front of our fans, so we need to make sure that we give them everything so that we can have a positive night on Thursday.
Shay, thank you very much and good luck.
Thank you.